Eniton Ogunwusi, CFR, or Jaja II, the Oni of Ife, and His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, the esteemed Emir of Kano. Mr. Donald Duke, CON. The highlight of the event will be the presentation of the prestigious Grand BOS Awards to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. BOS Awards will also be presented to the governors of Lagos, Bayelsa, Enugu, Ekiti, Delta, Kano, and Akwa Ibom State. Also on the BOS Mega Award list are Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, and Alhaji Dr. Abdusamad Rabiu of Bua Group. BOS Awards will also be presented to the following industry players: Mr. Tony Elumelu, CFR, FCT Minister, Barrister Chief Nyesom Wike, Imo State Governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, and Managing Director and CEO of NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku. BOS Banker of the Year Award goes to Dame Dr. Adora Umoji, OON. The Bank of the Year is Wema Bank PLC. BOS Entrepreneur of the Year is Barrister Mrs. Uju Ifejika, OFR. Dr. Mrs. Nikki Akonde, CON, Alhaji Razak Okoya, CON, and Prince Samuel Adedoyin will bag BOS All-Time Supporters Awards. BOS Awards to outstanding players in Nigeria's media industry will be bagged by Senator Ben Murray Bruce of Silverbird Television, Dr. John Momo, OON, and Prince Nduka Obagbena, CON, High Chief Raymond Dokwesi, owners of AIT and Ray Power, the pathfinder of private radio and television broadcasting in Nigeria. The award will be given to him posthumously. Tuesday, 13th May 2025. Prince Bisi Olatilo double-header event at Muson Center, Lagos at 11 a.m.
Thank you for joining us today on Biscon Television News Roundup. I'm Stella Opara. First, the headlines. On the national scene, Tinubu receives chieftaincy title from Anambra monarchs. Defense headquarters blames foreign herders for Benue and Plateau attacks. In business news, NIPOST to end cash payments by July 1st. On the foreign scene, Bill Gates to donate 99% of wealth and shut down Gates Foundation by 2045. And in sports, Liverpool announces Alexander Arnold's decision to leave club. Now the news in detail. We told you on Monday that the Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, the sole administrator of River State, called on the participants of Senior Course 47 from the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, to focus on finding practical solutions to Nigeria's insecurity challenges. During their study tour to River State, Ibas emphasized the importance of gathering credible intelligence to security threats effectively. He urged the military participants to ensure their findings lead to actionable strategies that can enhance security operations and contribute to the safety of Nigerian citizens. Ibas acknowledged the ongoing security challenges in the state and the need for cooperation between local communities, security agencies, and the government. He expressed confidence that the study would contribute to both academic scholarship and practical solutions for improving internal security in River State and across the nation. The study tour, guided by the theme harnessing grassroots intelligence for enhanced internal security, aimed to provide recommendations that could be implemented by relevant authorities. Now, on Tuesday, former presidential candidate Peter Obi expressed concern over the mass failure in the 2025 UTME, where over 78% of students scored below 200. Describing it as a symptom of Nigeria's broken education system, Obi blamed years of underinvestment and poor educational policies for the dismal performance. He emphasized the importance of education as a critical tool for national development and poverty reduction. Obi also drew international comparisons, noting how countries like Bangladesh and Turkey now outperform Nigeria in university enrollment despite smaller populations. He urged the government to act swiftly by investing heavily in education across all levels to reverse the nation's decline and secure a better future for its youth. Now, on Wednesday, the Labour Party indefinitely suspended Abia State Governor Alex Otti, Senators Ireti Kingile and Darlington Nwokocha, and 3 others for alleged anti-party activities. The party's NEC ratified the suspensions based on the committee's findings, effective immediately. The party stressed it would not consider any political coalition ahead of the 2027 elections and dismissed Nenadi Usman's involvement, claiming she isn't a registered member. The Labour Party also criticized Usman over alleged corruption, asserting she lacks the moral grounds to speak on party matters. Now, during his one-day visit to Anambra, President Bola Tinubu was on Thursday honored with the traditional title of Dike Simba, meaning warrior from the diaspora or hero from another land, led by the State's Council of Traditional Rulers. The ceremony, led by Igwe Chidubem Iweka, acknowledged Tinubu's national development efforts, including road and bridge projects that benefit the Southeast. In response, the president expressed gratitude and emphasized unity and collective responsibility in Nigeria's progress. Tinubu called for national cohesion and pledged continued service to the country's development goals. Now, also on Thursday, the defense headquarters linked escalating violence in Benue, Plateau, and other regions to foreign herders exploiting Nigeria's porous borders. At a media briefing in Abuja, defense spokesperson Marcus Kange cited linguistic and physical traits to distinguish non-Nigerian attackers, reinforcing earlier claims by Benue's governor about the misuse of ECOWAS free movement protocols. Kange noted that while some local herders clash with farmers, the most violent episodes are perpetrated by infiltrators. The military also revealed recent counter-terrorism gains, including the arrest of a notorious arms dealer, rescue of 173 kidnapped victims, and foiled ore theft worth 1.93 billion naira in just 1 week. You're watching Biscon Television News Roundup. Business news comes up next. Welcome back. You're watching Biscon Television News Roundup. Now to business news. On Monday, the Nigerian Postal Service, NIPOST, announced sweeping reforms to modernize its services and align with global best practices. Under the theme, Change of Renewed Hope Births at NIPOST Shores, NIPOST aims to transform into a digitally driven institution that supports Nigeria's growing digital economy. A key part of this transformation was the introduction of a fully cashless system, which will come into effect on July 1st, 2025. From this date, all post office counters nationwide will no longer accept cash payments, and customers will be required to use electronic payment methods for transactions. NIPOST reforms also included a performance-based reward system to promote staff excellence, along with measures to enhance integrity and accountability. The Postal Service envisioned a safer, faster, and more transparent service as part of Nigeria's digital transformation. NIPOST emphasized its commitment to innovation and service excellence, aimed to improve its delivery of solutions that connect Nigeria and improve lives. Now, on Tuesday, Nigeria's Minister of State for Petroleum, Heineken Lokobiri, announced that Afreximbank will invest $19 billion into the African Energy Bank to combat energy poverty and boost economic development. Speaking at the Offshore Technology Conference in the U.S., Lokobiri highlighted the initiative as a joint effort by African petroleum producers to close energy funding gaps. He urged African nations to collaborate on energy policies and repatriate funds for regional development. Lokobiri also advocated for an end to the hypocritical global energy transition, warning that Africa must set its own agenda tailored to its needs. Now, NACO on Wednesday signed major ground handling and cargo service contracts with 5 airlines, including Royal Air Maroc, Kenya Airways, and Dornier Aviation. The deals spanned up to 5 years and cover various services across Nigeria's key airports. New domestic carrier Enugu Air also inked a contract with NACO, as did Kronos Airline, renewing for another 3 years. NACO said the partnerships reflected growing confidence in its services and reaffirmed its strategic role in West African aviation. In another story on Thursday, the Central Bank of Nigeria disclosed it spent over 306 billion naira on staff-related expenses in 2024, including severance packages for employees who opted into its early exit program. This figure marked a sharp increase from 37.7 billion naira in 2023 as the bank continued internal restructuring under Governor Olayemi Cardoso. While the bank's financial report didn't specify the number of affected employees, it revealed a rise in allowances, wages, and defined benefit cuts. The massive payout comprised more than 50% of the bank's total operating expenses for the year, raising concerns over the sustainability of its compensation structure. You're watching Biscon Television News Roundup. Foreign news comes up shortly. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Biscon Television News Roundup. Now to foreign news. Rwanda confirmed on Monday that it was in discussions with the United States about a potential deal to accept deported migrants. The country's foreign minister, Olivier Nduhingire, confirmed the talks after reports emerged that Rwanda was being considered as a third-party destination for migrants from the U.S. This followed a similar, though now scrapped, agreement Rwanda made with the U.K. The foreign minister noted that these discussions were still in the early stages, with no final decisions made yet. The U.S. had been seeking third-party countries to house migrants, which had sparked controversy. Rwanda, known for its stability in the Great Lakes region, previously negotiated a deal with the UK to accept deported migrants, but it was overturned after a new government took office. Now, human rights groups have criticized such deals, citing concerns over Rwanda's human rights record and its involvement in regional conflicts, especially in the Democratic Republic of Congo. In another story on Wednesday, India's Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said missile strikes on Pakistan were a calculated response to a deadly terror attack in Kashmir. The Indian military claimed it destroyed 9 terror camps with precision, ensuring civilian areas were not hit. Pakistan reported 21 civilian deaths from the strikes and gunfire. India blames Pakistan-based group Lashkar-e-Taiba for the April attack, while Pakistan denied involvement and vowed retaliation. Now, tensions remained high as both nations traded accusations. Now, on Thursday, philanthropist and Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates announced plans to donate 99% of his estimated $200 billion fortune and wind down the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation by December 31, 2045. Now, writing on his blog, Gates emphasized that dying rich is not an option for him, as he believes his wealth should solve urgent global issues. Since its founding in 2000, the Gates Foundation has spent over $100 billion on health, education, and poverty relief worldwide. Gates said the early closure reflects a strategic shift to accelerate impact, with major donations continuing for the next 20 years before the foundation is formally dissolved. Now, history was made on Thursday in Vatican City as the Catholic Church welcomed its first ever American Pope. Robert Francis Prevost of the United States was elected as the 267th Pope, taking the name Leo XIV. Tens of thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square erupted in joy as white smoke from the Sistine Chapel signaled his election. The 69-year-old former bishop, now the spiritual leader of 1.4 billion Catholics, stepped onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, offering a warm smile and the words, I quote, "Peace be with you," end of quote, to the cheering crowd. Prevost succeeded Pope Francis, who died last month at age 88 after a 12-year papacy known for compassion and reform. The conclave of 133 cardinals, the largest and most international in church history, elected Prevost after less than 2 days of voting. As Pope Leo XIV, he now faces immense challenges, from global conflict and church division to the ongoing impact of abuse scandals. His election marked a pivotal moment in church history and is expected to signal a new chapter in global Catholic leadership. You're watching Biscon Television News Roundup. The news continues shortly. Audio Jungle.